Alright, so we've had a very, very difficult start to the campaign, but today we have some optimism. Hope we take on Doncaster Rovers in the League Cup second round, and then we take on a little club, very small club, by the name of Chelsea. Hey everyone, Journeyman here, and welcome back to Save Our Saints. Today is going to be episode number 9, and we take on Doncaster Rovers, looking for our first win of the campaign, and then we take on Chelsea. So as I mentioned in the introduction, it's been a very, very rough start. We've had 2 games since the last episode. Let's go over those games real quick. First of all was the Liverpool. We were absolutely battered here, 6-3. Unfortunately, we gave Liverpool a pretty, I don't know, decent lead before halftime here. They were actually, what were they, 4-1 up at halftime, and obviously you go down 4-1 to Team Liverpool, there's no coming back from that. We did have a pretty good effort in the second half though. Harry Maguire and Jack Grealish making it 4-3, making things a little bit interesting. But the referee for this game, by the way, gave Liverpool not 1, not 2, but 3 penalties. They missed actually one of them, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and then Bruno Fernandes, Robert Firmino scored the other ones for them. But it's going to be very difficult to overcome, making mistakes like we did, and then conceding 3 penalties all in the same game. But on the plus hand though, on the positive, Gustavo Scarpa got his first goal for the club, as did Harry Maguire, as did Jack Grealish. Alright, and then we got our first points of the season, and it came against Manchester United at home. It actually was a pretty okay display. Didn't have a lot of attempts on goal, but we held them pretty much at bay. Man United, a super uber talented team, as you would imagine. Largely speaking, they were overpowered last year, and I'd say the same this year. They've had a kind of a rough start to the campaign, but so have we. But Danny Ings scored a penalty in the 52nd minute to equalise after Romelu Lukaku opened the score in the 16th. And news going out of the club, Mario Lemina has in fact gone. He is gone. Basically, he caused a rift in the side that was kind of unbearable. He basically split the club in half. Half the team supporting Lemina, half the team against Lemina. I just wanted to get rid of him, and because of the sign of Ndidi, obviously, I don't mind losing them too much. Lemina and Ndidi, slightly different players, but I thought Ndidi could at least fill the void that left by Lemina. So we sold him on for around about 33 to 34 million pounds to AC Milan. Honestly, I'm disappointed to see him go, but at the same time, I'm also happy to see the back of him. He was causing too many problems. Alright, so here we go, up against Doncaster Rovers playing at home. Now I have rotated the squad out, as there was only 2 days in between the Man United game and this one. So you're going to see quite a few changes. We're going to do a few different things today. What we're going to have is Muller is going to play in goal. Jan Valery is going to start right wing back, target a left wing back, with Bednarek and Aboa coming into the side. Guendouzi is going to play as a box-to-box midfielder, and next to Oli Romeo. Cornet, Loftus-Cheek, El Yunusi are going to be the attacking trio, with Sam Gallagher making his first start of the season at target man. Alright, here we go. Should be the first win of the season. Hopefully this is a team that we should be able to beat, and beat comfortably despite us rotating our team out. Doncaster play in League 1. I thought they were a championship team. I was mistaken. So here we go, first highlight of the game. Hopefully we'll get off to a flying start here. Here's Guendouzi back to Jan Valery. Obviously, he's going to start to make a claim in the first team, because Jeremy Toljan had a very, very poor start to the season. Here's Guendouzi now, gets in the box. Oh, good effort there from Guendouzi. Looking to stake his claim. He's yet to get on the field for us, so I'm excited to see what he can offer. Alright, second highlight, here we go. Good win in the air from Aboa. He really is a big unit at centre half there. Very, very physical centre half, which is what I like to see. Here's Romeo. Poor pass there from Oli Romeo. He's going to have a tough time getting some games with Ndidi and Gambin, and obviously Guendouzi now in the team. Here's Guendouzi though, speaking of. Here's Loftus-Cheek. He finds El Yunusi. Pulls it back to, Guendouzi, get in there. Matteo Guendouzi gets his first goal for the club on his debut. What a strike there from Matteo Guendouzi, and he's going to start. He's had a very, very good start to the game. He's already had one chance, and then obviously getting himself a goal here early on. He's certainly going to stake a claim to start against Chelsea if he continues this kind of form. Alright, so Guendouzi again puts his ball in, finds Loftus-Cheek, who misses a sitter. Oh, that was a great chance. Ruben really should have found the back end net on that one. Alright, here is a corner kick. El Yunusi whips the ball in. Bednarek makes it 2-0. Jan Bednarek peeling off at the near post, smashes it past the goalkeeper, and it's 2-0 to the good. Alright, first tackle of the game here with Doncaster. Coventry puts the ball in, and who the hell was marking him at the back post? Marquez makes it 2-1. Disappointing defending there from the boys. Someone should have been picking him up. I've got a lot of players set on man and marking, so I'm not quite sure why he wasn't being picked up. In fact, 2 players were not being picked up at the far post. So disappointing there to concede in such a manner. Alright, here's Gundozi with a free kick. Flicks off the wall, and that's his 2nd goal of the game. Not quite sure if he deserves that goal, but I'm sure he'll claim it. Alright, halftime here, going in 3-1 up, controlling the game, and obviously playing very, very good stuff out there. First time this season I've seen them play good stuff. Yeah, that's not a good team talk to do. So let's go ahead and do calm and very happy with performance tonight. It seems the team's confused now rather than confused and demotivated. So I see that as progression. So I do have an option now to maybe take him off at some point. I've got a couple of options on the bench. Obviously, Ndidi's there. I might give Obafemi a go up top today because I haven't seen much of Sam Gallagher, disappointingly. I was hoping to see a promising performance from him and give me a reason to play him because I do like the idea of a target man in this system. All right, and unfortunately, Mameo's picked up a knock here, so Ndidi will come in as a ball-winning midfielder. Disappointing. I want to give Ndidi a little bit more of a break, but needs must, I suppose. So let's bring off Sam Gallagher while we're here. Let's bring on Charlie Austin. Let's try him as a poacher. Let's see if we can get the most out of Charlie Austin. I'm making a change here. I'm going to bring on Obafemi for Maxwell Cornet. Obafemi, is he right-footed or left-footed? I can't remember now. He is right-footed, which doesn't really suit that inside forward role. He's certainly a bit more of a winger. We could do something like that, I guess, for the last 20 minutes or so. I don't think it's going to do any harm. Alright, 86 minutes here, and we finally get a highlight for the second half. So, here's El Yunusi now. He's got himself a couple of assists today. That'll do his confidence some good, because he's not exactly had a great start. Here's Obafemi cutting in onto his left foot there, and hitting a shot wide of the post. Obviously, Obafemi is one of the players that does have quite a bit of potential in this club, and I'm hoping to see him continue to develop. He's a long way off first-team football, but... And Boa gets a goal on his debut as well, so to wrap things up nicely. So that will give us our first win of the season here. I mean, admittedly, it was against Doncaster Rovers, but we'll take anything at this point. El Yunusi has literally died, as you can see in the middle of the field. He's only got a yellow injured marker, but he is literally down. He is not getting back up again. Oh, there he is. Now he's up. Now he's limping. But yeah, El Yunusi, he literally died there in the middle of the field. Alright, so yeah, good performance. We'll take that. Happy with the 4-1 win over Doncaster Rovers. And then we'll move on now to the Chelsea game, which should be a little bit more difficult, I'm sure. Alright, we got a player leaving the club here. Obviously, the international transfer window hasn't closed yet. So Shane Long is off to Alaves for £4.9 million. Obviously, I wish him all the best. I've got nothing against Shane Long. I actually like the player in real life. I think he offers something a little bit different to what we have up top as a Southampton supporter. But honestly, it's just one of those things. Unfortunately, you need strikers to score goals, and Shane Long really isn't that prolific of a striker. Alright, so here we go, up against Chelsea now, looking to get our first win in the league after we finally got our first win of the season. As you can see, quite a few changes to the first team. Obviously, we rotated the squad out completely. Naturally, today we're out without Loftus-Cheek, who is on loan from Chelsea, so he's not eligible to play, disappointingly. I'm going to take a look at the Chelsea team, actually. I don't know who they've brought in, who the manager is, or anything about them, to be honest with you. Maurizio Sarri is still their manager, and they still have Eden Hazard, as you can see. So let's take a quick look, though, at the transfers. I'm interested to see who they brought in. Brought in 2 players. Gedson Fernandes, obviously, from Benfica, box-to-box midfielder, and a fantastic one of that. Only 20 years old, this kid is. Certainly a pretty good player. Then they brought in Nabil Bentaleb. He used to play for Tottenham. Yeah, he did. He played for Tottenham for a few years, and he signed from Schalke though for £23 million. Another centre midfielder. Going out of the club, anyone of any note? Doesn't particularly look at. Olivier Giroud went to Lazio for £14.25 million. He's actually, I guess, a player coach now. Interesting development there. And then David Luiz has gone to Everton for £24 million. Again, that's one of the... I didn't see that coming either. But anyway, yeah, up against Chelsea, they are 11th place in the table. So they've not had a great start themselves, you could argue. 3-1 win, 2 draws, yet to lose a game. So they've got a game hand to catch up. Who do they draw against? Liverpool and Arsenal, and they beat Wolves. So yeah, pretty much expected from Chelsea. So they're living up to all expectations. So anyway... this is the team we're going to go with. As you can see, a debut today for Justin Kluivert. He is back from injury. He passed his fitness test. As you can see, a maximum of 75 minutes, so we're going to have to monitor that. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a place in today's team for Matteo Guendouzi. Despite his wonderful performance midweek, I decided to go a bit more solid in the middle with Ndidi and Gambin. Obviously, we're going to get some very talented centre midfielders, so I needed strength in there. Ndidi and Gambin actually provide that. So, Harry Maguire comes back into the team today. Yeah, that's really about him. I'm hoping to see more from Danny Ings up top so far. He's got average rating of 6.4. He has got himself a goal, but I expect to see much more of him. We're going to have to rely heavily on Danny Ings this season to get us the goals that we need. So anyway, here we go, up against Chelsea. You could argue the third big game of the season, and we're just hoping to finish October with a win in the league. That would be great. All right, first highlight of the game here. Here's Ndidi on the ball now. Plays to Gambin, to Ndidi, back to Gambin. I know I'm mispronouncing that name. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I might have to look that up. But anyway, Marcus Alonso is going to... Justin Kluivert's got a great debut today going up against Marcus Alonso. Couldn't ask for a tougher test. But here's Eden Hazard now. Dangerous situation, and it really should be 1-0 to Chelsea there. And I'm not sure if any of you are aware out there, but I'm playing in the 2-game Premier League on Football Manager 2019. It's kind of a fun community-sponsored league, and I'm going to be managing Chelsea Football Club, so look out for those videos when they go live. And that will be at least until the full game is released. So expect videos to come for that one, and obviously my adventure and trying to win the 2-game league. But anyway, here's Eden Hazard now, crossing to Bakayoko, who makes it 1-0 to Chelsea. And this has not been a very good start at all. They are carving us open, and that's already their second clear-cut chance of the game. It's only 16 minutes in. Let's see what happened here. Toljan kind of left wandering there. I might have to change him to a fullback role. Good save from Mangus Gunn, but unfortunately the rebound fell straight to Bakayoko. You know what, I'm going to do that now, actually. I'm going to change Toljan to fullback because he's pushing far too up the field, leaving Hazard far too much room. Hazard is absolutely torturing him, by the way. But then again, Eden Hazard tortures a lot of players, so not particularly surprising. All right, halftime here, and we've kept the score to just a 1-0, which means we are still in this game. I'm going to try and give these guys a little bit of a motivational talk. As you can see, they look fired up going into the second half. Justin Kluivert, obviously we've got to monitor his fitness, 76%. We're going to have to bring him off at some point. And after losing El Yunusi midweek to injury, I'm skeptical about bringing him, bringing anyone else on. For Maxwell Cornet, perhaps can come on in his spot. I can always move around midfield a little bit as well. But anyway, here is Kluivert now to Ndidi, to Harry Maguire, back to Gambin. That's a terrible, terrible ball, and Toljan, lucky enough, is there to pick up the loose ball. But anyway, here we are, going for this is what Toljan does his best work. Plays it inside to Gambin, back to Ndidi. Plays it up wide again. Patient builder player here. Toljan puts the ball in. There's Grealish at the back post. Oh, Jack Grealish. Tough angle, though, to score from that, but good effort. Here's Bertrand now, puts the ball in to Maguire. Oh, Harry Maguire. He's so lethal in the box. He's already gotten goal this season. I think he's going to get quite a few for us. He's definitely going to be our key on set-piece situations. All right, so 16 minutes on the clock here. Going to make a change. I'm going to put Danny Ings out wide white as an inside forward, and I'm going to bring on big Sam Gallagher up top. Use as a target man. Give us a different look up top. All right, Eden Hazard stands over the free kick, puts the ball in. Zuma with the header. Probably should be 2-0. That was a good chance for Chelsea. All right, with just 15 minutes to go in this game, I am going to make a tactical adjustment here. I'm going to switch to my G-Gen press. As you can see, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different here. Gustapa, I'm still going to have you on attacking midfield. Ings and Grealish are going to be inside forward in attack, and then Gallagher's going to be a pressing forward with 2 complete wing backs, by the way, because I want to see us really, really get forward and push the opposition here for the last 15 minutes or so. It's only 1 goal after all. I'm also actually going to bring on Guendouzi here for... We're doing DD because he's slightly less fit than Gambin out there. So, alright, there you go. All the changes pretty much that could be made has been made. So let's get into it. 15 minutes left to go to try and save this game. Alright, Eden Hazard stands over the corner kick, whips the ball in. Nobody's picking up Zuma at the back post. Once again, poor defending. I'm going to check my set pieces. They really should be the same. I'm not sure why I would change. Anyway, so he's still in this game with 2 minutes left to go in. Here's Wesley Hoyt, plays it out wide to Jack Grealish. Running inside, looking for Gallagher. That's a terrible pass from Jack. That was a great opportunity to hit Chelsea on the break. Alright, Williams going to take on Bertrand. He puts the ball in. Decent ball, Harry Maguire. Well positioned though to make the clearance. Alright, so here we go. Grealish, play a better ball. He's found Gallagher now. Through on goal. Sam Gallagher. Oh, is kept out by Kepa. Good effort there from Sam. All alone up top. I expected much more support from Gustavo, but none there to help him out. And it's looking like it's going to end here 1-0. Unfortunately, yep, looks like it's going to be 1-0 here, and that's our third defeat in the league this season. It wasn't a bad display away at Chelsea. We put in a good shift, but we couldn't really carve out any clear-cut chances. But at least we defended a little bit better. Alright, so obviously things look bad right now. We are 19th place in the table with only a single point, but you've got to keep in mind that we had games against Liverpool, Man United and Chelsea to open the campaign. By far, so far, the most disappointing result was against Wolves. That's a game that we really should be winning. But anyway, bright future ahead though. We do have Burnley, Bournemouth, Blackpool and Stoke in the month of September. All those games are very, very winnable. So I'm hoping we can turn this around quickly and not have too much pressure put on me from the board from the start. But thanks so much for watching the video. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. If you are, do me a favor, smash the like button. And if you want to see more from me in the future, please hit subscribe to notifications on. It would mean a lot to me. And thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all in the very next part. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.